What's up, guys? We got Israel Adesanya versus dricus du Plessis. This is a great fight. I mean, Israel took some time off, and I think he really needed that to kind of find some clarity, whatever he was going through, maybe some injuries, some recovery, stuff like that. And then we got Dricus, who kind of just took over since then. And we obviously have that history where they had that face off in the cage and the whole Africa talk and who's from and what it means and whatnot. I kind of don't really understand all of that, but I'm sure they kind of get that aspect more than we do. But I mean, it seems like, whatever Dricus said really got to Israel, and you just hope that he's not going to fight really emotional in this fight. I think he definitely focused on putting on some strength and some size, as he mentioned in the interviews, and I think that will play a factor because, Dricus is a very physical, strong guy, and he's really good at mixing things up, and if he gets a hold of you, he can take you down, and he can kind of let you back up, make you work up, and then take you down again. And but his striking is also very awkward, right? So it kind of allows for more success in different avenues. Like when a guy is very awkward, it's hard to kind of see what he's doing. It almost makes it a little bit more difficult than a guy that looks a lot prettier doing what he's doing. Like Israel has a way prettier, crisper striking style. Whereas Dricus is kind of like switching stances and he's moving in an awkward way and he's throwing punches at awkward rounded angles and stuff like that. And I think that can make for a difficult time to kind of figure out like where he's throwing from, what he's throwing, stuff like that. And, Sean Strickland's kind of a guy like that where like he moves in an awkward way. He doesn't throw a lot of variety of attacks, but he has a weird way of throwing punches and standing and moving and stuff like that. But I wouldn't say they're the same kind of fighter. I just kind of see a little bit of comparisons in the awkwardness. But I do think that Dricus is going to look to pressure Israel, get his back against the cage, kind of freeze him up there, and then make him work. Maybe try to, take him down, get a couple entries in, make him work there. I think that would only benefit him. You really don't want a guy like Israel getting set and getting swag in there and getting his confidence going. And then, things get worse for you if that's the case. So, something's definitely personal in this fight. And I could see Israel really coming back strong and trying to show, because he keeps saying, like, people forgot who I am. I got to show people who I am again. Seems like that's something that's really sticking in his head. Whether that's going to benefit him or not, we'll see. But, Dricus is a guy that, is really, really well conditioned. It seems like he trains really hard and he comes prepared to fight. So it's going to be interesting to see if, his conditioning pays off, or if Israel can kind of use that pinpoint accurate striking to land from the outside and keep him at bay. Because, Dricus throws hard, and, he's hurt a bunch of guys. And the finish on Whitaker was pretty shocking to me. Like, I didn't expect that. Whitaker's looking amazing as of late, and I didn't really think that Dricus was a better fighter. But, the fact that he got him out of there was really impressive. And, I'm sure Israel's taking him real serious. So, for me, I'm going to go with Israel. I just think that he has something to prove here, and he's going to come back with that intensity that he's been having in these interviews, and I think he's got something to prove. And when it comes to the striking, as far as skills go and levels of striking, I lean towards Israel. I think he's just a little more accurate, a little more crisp, and I think he just has a little bit more tools in the striking bag, even though Israel is potentially susceptible to getting out wrestled. I just don't see it here. I just, he's had pretty good defense in the past, and I don't think that DDP is going to kind of really get a hold of him and hold him down and ground and pound him or anything like that, or sub him. So I'm going to go Israel in this fight. Boom, baby.